organic living, and alignment with nature. Over the past 50 years, the world has seen the creation of dozens of new countries, and so if anything, it would be odd not to see a new country formed in the 21st century. Without the protection of political legitimacy, there is an imminent danger that the great tenets, scriptures, and science of creating an enlightened civilization, which spanned 56 states, 200 kingdoms, 1700 samsthanas, and 10,000 sampradayas, will be forever lost to humanity. The Hindu diaspora are highly successful around the world. They formed the dispossessed diaspora who has been driven to other countries because they are unable to practice their religion authentically in their own country. They have flourished in countries where they have been allowed to settle with religious freedom. For example, in the United States, Hindus are the most educated and highest earning community, with 77% of them holding a bachelor's degree and 48% having an income of $100,000 or more. Although they are only 1% of the population, Hindus have launched 13.5% of the startups in the USA. They hold leadership, technical and creative positions in companies such as Microsoft, Google, Facebook, etc. This success has been repeated around the world, in the UK, Canada, Australia, etc. James Kirkup, in his 2015 Telegraph article says, British Indians are not just the most successful immigrant group in this country's recent history, but the most successful group of people, full stop. He continues, more extraordinary than the rise in numbers is how it has taken place so harmoniously and profitably for this country and those in it. British Indians, quite simply, are among the most industrious, accomplished, and credible amongst us. The best of British, if you like. The same article says that British Hindus are barely 2% of the population, but 12% of all the doctors. Australia and Canada have understood the ingredients of fast economic growth of the country and are doing everything to attract the educated, rich Hindu community. Hindus are the fastest growing migrant population in Australia. In 2017, 200% more Hindus have received invitation for Canadian Permanent Residency Program. Even now, the Hindu diaspora worldwide are the richest. No divorce, have no cases of drugs and substance abuse, lowest mental disorder, no depression. Hinduism is the only religion which neither converts nor kills. Absolutely non-violent, the elite sect of mankind. Because the Hindu diaspora worldwide and the Supreme Pontiff are successful in spreading their spiritual Hindu message of openness and inclusiveness against the forces of hatred and exclusivity, they have become the victims of relentless attacks by multi-armed apparatus of state power. Anti-Hindu forces, extremist caste, supremacist militant organization want a one ideology, Hinduism, under their exclusive domain. What they cannot digest into themselves, they systematically delegitimize and exterminate. Lawfare, assassination attempts, character assassination of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Attempted assassination and assassinated Kailasians. Sexual assaults and rape of female monks of Kailasa. objectification, character assassination, state-funded child abuse and sexual abuse on the children of Kailasa.
Then I told I don't want to see a picture. Then I told I don't want to see a picture. Then they showed me a picture.
State-operated embezzlement of funds, properties and assets donated by the Hindu diaspora worldwide for the purpose of the revival of Kailasa. Since 1994 up to until now.
Nithyanandam Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtyam Dvandvatitam Gagana Sarisham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Triganaraitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, welcome everyone. Before we get started with the live satsang and blessings from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, we have a short introduction. We'd like to share about the blessings that the participants have been receiving through the Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham 3, Maha Paramashivoham darshans continuously going on a daily basis. And what is the benefit impact that happens through this superconscious mutation process? Exactly the impact and experience from those initiated through the programs and the darshans initiations from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So, to get started, I'd like to welcome Sri Nithya Parasharananda. Welcome, Aya. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you could please just briefly introduce yourself for everyone.
Nithyanandam. Yes, my name is Sri Nithya Parasharananda. I am currently, I reside in many places, but currently in the US. I am a Vedic astrologer, and I found Swamiji through YouTube back in the ending of 2016, and I moved in with Swamiji 2017, and stayed with Swamiji on and off all the way up to 2019, before the pandemic hit. So, and I just recently attended the Paramashivoham Level 3 Family Reunion Program, that ended up becoming like a 5-day program instead of 2. So, yes, that was really great.
Great. Excellent. Thank you so much, Aya. And exactly. So this was one of the experiences in the Paramashivoham 3, Season 3. So just for everyone to know, you can click on the paramashivoham.org. If you go to paramashivoham.org, you can enter your intention to experience this superconscious mutation yourself for your friends and family. You can enter your intention. What is your blessing request there? You can also enter a blessing request you may have on whichever social media platform you are currently watching. And Swamiji directly spiritually blesses any of the blessing requests you put on any of the official platforms. And we'll be sharing the link again, events.kailasa.org, to join the daily darshans that have already started with Maha Paramashivoham, which will continue to intensify through the 21 days of December 9th to 29th, which is the registration link for that is the paramashivoham.org. So let us continue and hearing about what is the breakthroughs, darshan, initiation experiences that are happening currently daily, have continued to be in the blessing from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and what possibly we could imagine to expect maybe happening through Maha Paramashivoham in the coming days.
Parasharaya, you had a specific sort of breakthrough miracle experience with in the wealth dimension during one of the manifesting abundance processes in Paramashivoham, in Paramashivoham 3, season 3. Would you like to share about that aspect?
Yes. It was the first day of the family reunion program. We were being initiated into the Vaikuntha Loka, where Venkateshwara resides. Within an hour of after the initiation, there was an acquaintance, a friend who contacted me and was telling me about a company where I can make remote income on, like, get a new stream of income on top of what I already have coming in. And it was a huge breakthrough for me because it happened instantly after the initiation. And so for those continuous days while I was in the program and not doing anything else to generate wealth, I was generating wealth while I was working, while I was in the program and while I was sleeping, and even during the rest of the initiations. So that was very exciting for me.
Okay, great. So you had there was a darshan initiation from Swamiji in the it was a Venkateshwara initiation, manifesting wealth. So immediately upon that initiation, this wealth manifesting blessing in your life happened, that you'll be making income while you sleep. Happened immediately after that happened to you immediately after the wealth manifesting initiation from Swamiji.
Yeah, it actually happened twice. It happened that day, and then when we ended up getting darshan, I think earlier this week there was darshan. Was it this week? I think it was Tuesday. It happened again, and then I decided to start a new business and a new company on top of everything else. So yeah, it's just been happening, and every single thing has been coming into fruition. Like the people to support to make everything has been just happening and coming spontaneously. So it's a really nice, fun adventure.
Great. So exactly. So this is what we've seen even in the measures of science measuring the mitochondrial energy increase of 1,300% happening in the participants. So how that actually manifests in our lives and as an experience is these completely inexplicable miracles happening. That's that's so great to hear. I also, in terms of the transformations in your life from the superconscious mutation, the initiation into the vertical time zones, and really experiencing new dimensions of reality, power manifestation, etc. It's also made an impact not only in the wealth dimension in your life, but also in the relationship dimension. Specifically completion with yourself, with your family, with your mother, for example. Is there something about that aspect you'd like to share as well?
Yes, it was really nice. When Swamiji came into my life, I had what we call like a false identity or a false image that started like melting away and breaking down. And one of the ways that happened was through completion, when first meeting Swamiji and all the processes that we were put through, but also all the processes that we were doing. And I took it upon myself, no matter where I went, to continue that completion diligently, and even like afterwards converse, speaking to Swami that I've been with Swamiji for like since like it was just a small group of people and him and the Vidity and the ashram before people started really knowing on a global scale about Swamiji, and getting like those kind of like one-on-one kind of cognitions and things. It was very really cool to experience. So with all of those things, with the being handheld by Kalaberava, because during those times, Akashic reading was available. So even though I was like in other parts of India, I was attending Akashic reading every day and speaking to Kalabredava about my completion process that I was doing, and the next step and the next step. Literally, there's like Kalabredava, like literally guiding me every day with each step I need to do next for the completion. It was really, really cool. Um, and then spoke to my mother, then spoke to my father, and then that's where everything just cleared up. And then Kalabredava gave me his last instructions and says, now take the paper and burn it. But while it's burning, look at it with your third eye and burn it also with your third eye. And that's initially like the full completion that took place. And completion started like in the springtime, and that officially happened, I would say, like in August. So many months of like, diligent completion allowed the relationship that I had with my mother to completely change to where it is now. It feels like it's not even the same mother I had anymore. Um, it just feels like uh, like a best friend or a sister. Like it's really friendly now. We used to argue all the time, and when I was like before Swamiji, and now like we don't argue at all. We don't argue at all. If anything, yeah, it's just really different. It's really different, and all of that just came through understanding that this relationship I created myself, and that no matter what comes out of it, I'm responsible for what's manifesting from it. And so instead of like having resentment and anger and stuff from childhood, asking questions about how things happen, because even things that happened that I thought that happened as a child didn't actually happen as a child. Some things are a little altered just because of my baby world and what was actually going on or why it happened and things like this. Cleared up a lot of things too that I didn't fully understand as a child. So even now, I didn't have to force anyone in the house to eat differently. Naturally, just by changing myself, there's there's no dairy in the house. Obviously, dairy is great, but from the source of the industry, it's not easy to get it in the U.S. at least. Um, there hasn't been any dairy in the house like that. Um, Very less meat, um, just the way and more organic. And even this Thanksgiving, even though me as a Hindu, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I am. I know that, and Sanatana Dharma is all about just like enriching other people. So I am actually providing from like a very like high end place in Manhattan. I'm providing an all organic vegan Thanksgiving for my whole family this year, so that they can experience how organic vegan, you know, dinner and a celebration can be for them. So it's just really just taking responsibility, and years ago I would have gotten frustrated seeing if they're eating anything they shouldn't, but now it's more like, what can I do to add to them or enrich them, you know? But just you're yourself enough, having discipline with yourself and integrity is enough to change those people around you.
Hmm. Great. So actually, I am part of what you're sharing is how your actual experience of everything in your life has changed, and along with the powerful cognitions, and because of that, you see the change in the people around you. Also, not that you're forcing any change, but there's something on a bigger level because a transformation has happened in you. Actually, your entire experience of life has transformed.
Mm-hmm.
And not only in this wealth dimension and the space of the powerful cognitions, also in the relationships. And so you had shared that the relationship, the way that you interact with your mother has completely changed, and through this initiation process from Swamiji, specifically during various initiation darshan experiences. So seeing how, what is the impact when we
experience these higher dimensions, and what is the change that happens even beyond explanation, beyond our understanding, but literally changing the way that we see the world, and actually as a side effect, the way that the world sees us. Then I also could ask the Paramashivoham, as has been announced, has already started. So the darshans are going on a daily basis. So people can join there through events.kailasa.org and register your intention to attend the exclusive December 9th to 29th Paramashivoham with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at paramashivoham.org. So if you'd like to have a transformation, a jump, a complete life shift, or manifest more wealth, whatever it is in your life, you have the opportunity to request specific blessings through the paramashivoham.org intention form, and to join the daily darshans at events.kailasa.org, which is already started. So, Aya, what would you say to people who are, thinking about attending the Paramashivoham? What would your message be for these people?
I would say less thinking, more doing, because Swamiji says that when it comes to, having SDHD about anything, that it is a side effect of becoming Shiva. So he said, when you're having, when an intense self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial is coming up, don't side with that and go with that, because they're not your friend. It's just like when it rains and the rain hits the soil and all the worms start coming up. It's just like that. It's pouring now. You're being showered. But in the process, all the worms are coming up. But you should see that only as opportunities, because now the birds can eat. Now the babies can be fed. The worms are not harming you. They're just wiggling now. They're all coming out, the things that we would keep hidden. That's why Swamiji says, like, when you eat onions, it reveals the hidden layers of you. It makes you depressed. Right. So we have these hidden layers of ourselves, but it's not there for us to make friends, negotiate, look at them, even breathe at them, even give them the light of day. Give the things that you can do now the light of day. Give the things that you're able to do today, every day, the light of day. And Swamiji will do the rest. Swamiji will move mountains for us. All we need to do is just move our body and do what we need to do. And go Gracie. And this is something that I experienced with having Swamiji in my life, about having new possibilities, that Swamiji has given me the ability to make conscious decisions. Because our will and our conscious decision is enough to manifest our desires. It is enough to even take care of incompletions or any kind of lower cognitions. He says our will is all that's needed. People have asked me, how do I make a conscious decision? It's just doing. It's just doing. It's not even like thinking about it and then thinking, did I make a conscious decision? No, it's just doing. Your decision to decide is your conscious decision. The main thing is, one thing that's most important is not giving up. One thing that's most important than any knowledge, the difference between an educated person and a person who's not educated is who's going to give up. You can have all the education in the world, all the steps, but if you're not going to do them, then it wouldn't matter, because you'll stay in the same place where you are now. So this is something for me that I had to understand when I came back after the first time being with Swamiji within that first year. And I was still like struggling to like manifest money the way I wanted to, idealistically. And I was just like, why am I struggling so much to go ahead and like manifest wealth? Why is it still like taking so much effort like this and stuff? It's because at that point, all my expectations was being acid washed and allowing me to start, even when it was tough sticking with the powerful cognitions, even during the times when I had doubt, sticking with the powerful cognitions, no matter what, and allowing them to become a tree, and then it bearing fruit. It's a process. It can happen overnight, but even then, if something happens overnight, most likely it will be something that you need to take responsibility for. That's going to give you results in the long run. It's like you're nourishing it. You're nourishing it. The powerful cognitions does not need nourishment. The powerful cognitions is nourishing you. It's watering you. It's feeding you. You just have to stick with it, and that's it.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. So we've heard again and again, actually the key to manifesting our reality is you simply declare and take the action that you want to manifest. So just reminding everyone, whatever's the intention in your life, whatever is the solution you want, whatever the breakthrough you want, whatever level you want to increase, whatever dimension of your life you're currently working in, if you want a complete breakthrough in that dimension effortlessly, as we've heard through the Sri Parasharananda, is manifesting wealth in his sleep as an immediate result of the Venkateshwara darshan. And so go to the Paramashivoham.org and enter your intention now. All that is required to manifest the oneness experience in you is your decision to empower that experience. So that happens by sending the clear signal to the cosmos. Yes, I want this in my life. I have the intention. It's going to happen, and it must happen. Always when we take an action and solidify that in the cosmos, that makes the clear statement that this is my will and my desire. So having the will persistence and simply just taking the first action. So inviting everyone, please, to log on paramashivoham.org, enter your intention now for whatever is the manifestation you want in any dimension of your life. And so Aya, we have just a few more moments. If there's anything else you'd like to share, I know there's a lot of powerful cognitions as you shared about.
There is another example. Another example is there was a lady who got into kind of like a traffic accident, nothing too serious. She was on a moped. The other person was in a car. This was like during summertime, and I witnessed the whole thing. So I stayed in touch with her for all these months to make sure that she gets what she needs as an eyewitness for her insurance company. So I knew her all these months. The moment I decided to start my new business, my new company, just to start selling, within 2 days, I got a call from her. And as we were speaking, because she needed one more thing from me for the company, for the insurance company, I ended up for some reason, I was feeling an urge to like tell her about what I'm starting. Like it was there, like, and so I was finding the perfect time, and I just mentioned it, just casually, like, yeah, I really haven't gotten back to you this week because this week I've been working on starting a business or whatever. And I ended up finding out that this person I've been in contact with for all these months is actually a designer, and in exchange wanted to design my whole business herself for free. And this all happened within within days of me deciding that, okay, I'm gonna go ahead, pick the name, buy the domain, start the website, do everything I need to do. And even though I knew her all these months, only at that time when I decided was the time that was revealed and got someone to go ahead and start making all of the aesthetics for the website and company and everything. So that's another example. Like it's just you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it no matter what. And it also depends on like who you, like when Swamiji said, if you're surrounded by or hanging with like 5 people, you will become those 5 people. So the kind of people that you also surround yourself with, that you're constantly communicating with as well. All of these people, like you have to see, because it's really easy to waste your time. Even like with social media, I just go on, I post, I get off. That's it. So with integrity and building discipline is something that many people struggle with when it comes to starting anything or doing anything for themselves or on their own or manifesting anything. It's not something that's just gonna come out of the sky. But at the same time, it's not hard. It's not hard. I think people just think too much, and they think of all the pros and cons. Who cares about the pros and cons? You're not gonna die. I always tell people, you're not gonna die. Just do it.
So this means if you have an intention to manifest in your life, simply enter your intention. So inviting everyone again, please log on to paramashivoham.org and make your clear declaration to the cosmos and request the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for your desire to manifest whatever it is in your life. And so this is what we see again and again, is your intention, the clarity of your intention is enough for you to manifest what you want in your life. So as Aya is sharing also, if you surround yourself with 5 people, you will become the 6th. So start surrounding yourself in your life with the powerful cognitions, with the deities, with the superconscious beings, and start initiating yourself into understanding these higher possibilities and employing the powerful cognitions and experiencing these breakthroughs in every dimension. So once again, please log into the paramashivoham.org and enter your intention as you would like to manifest it in your life. And so thank you so much, Aya, for joining us. We have just one more moment. If there's anything, any final words you'd like to share. And thank you. Thank you so much for sharing today.
Final words would be blessings to everyone. Thank you, Swamiji, for having me for live. Been wanting to do it for a while. But so many celebrations and things going on that there has been a little bit of delay. But yes, blessings for everyone. And thank you, Swamiji, for blessing us all and giving us super consciousness breakthrough.
Great. Thank you so much, Aya, for sharing your experiences today. And so everyone, just 2 reminders here. First, please connect to paramashivoham.org and enter your intention. Start your new life, your new reality, new possibility for life today. Also, a reminder that you can attend the daily Darshans Maha Paramashivoham, already started, through the events.kailasa.org link. So there you can join immediately from today if you were attending yesterday and the day before. Otherwise, you can start from tomorrow. And this is the events.kailasa.org. So you can enter the entry form there. So now let us move on to understanding more about the ancient Enlightenment Hindu civilizational nation of Kailasa and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and more about the context of these blessings Swamiji is giving. What is the science? What is the actual recent history of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Kailasa to get more understanding of the impact happening on planet Earth now through the living incarnation? What is the experiences and possibilities here? So whoever is there, please connect with paramashivoham.org and enter your intention while we move into the preparation to receive the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for the Alive Satsang today. So let us understand more about the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and some of the early life initiations, the recognitions of Swamiji as a living incarnation of Paramashiva, and what it is that he is destined to manifest and has already been manifesting in the form of the revival of the ancient Enlightenment Hindu civilizational nation of Kailasa. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. Swamiji is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities a lifestyle for humanity. Various coronations of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam,
Before 1981, at the tender age of 3, Swamiji was identified as the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva by spiritual adepts and enlightened masters of Hinduism. 1981, initiated into Bala Sannyas and Chaturmasya at the age of 3, we see in the second photo. In 1988, Swamiji is coronated as the future Guru Mahasannidhanam, the pontiff of Tandya Mandala Adinam, the oldest monastic university. So from the earliest days, Swamiji recognized by great enlightened beings as the future spiritual world leader. 1994, Swamiji initiated as the successor of Arunachala Sarvanyapeetham by the Guru Parampara. In 1999, founded the mission Nithyananda Sangha to revive Kailasa internationally. Also 1999, coordinated as successor of the Kashi Sarvanyapeetha. In 2002, founding Adi Kailasa Sarvanyapeetha. In 2004, declared as the successor of the Bhagyanagara Sri Pura Sarvanyapeetha. And in 2004, as the incumbent emperor of the Suryavamsha Sarangi Samrajam of the Suryavamsha lineage. You can find out more about this on nithyanandapedia.org, a huge encyclopedia for all things of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, free books and more. In 2007, declared as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adi Pallava Sarvanyapeetham. In 2007, declared as Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvaniyakara. In 2012, coronated as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Madurai Shyamalapita Sarvanyapeetham, the oldest Hindu papal state and monastic kingdom. In 2013, officially coordinated as Mahamandaleshwar, the supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvaniyakara, the largest apex monastic order, and as the youngest Mahamandaleshwar. In 2013, declared as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atal Akara, the oldest monastic order in Hinduism, by the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar Sukhdevanandji, and then incumbent spiritual head. In 2014, coronated as Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tanjavur Adinam. Also in 2014, coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tiruvadur Adinam, and in 2014, coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Vedaranyam Adinam, as well as Guru Mahasannidhanam of Panchanatikulam. So absolutely unprecedented meteoric rise of the avatar. In 2015, coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swargapuram Adinam, and also the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adipita Kolaramata. In 2015, Swamiji was also elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of thousands of spiritual leaders, Hindu pontiffs, recognized by the entire apex bodies of Sanatana Hindu Dharma as the global leader. Global initiatives from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism include 28 years of relentless humanitarian services and initiatives, including free vegetarian meals, medical services, natural disaster relief, women empowerment initiatives, conflict resolution and peace initiatives, sustainable Hindu practices through various international agencies and bodies. Swamiji has also authored more than 300 books, 10,000 articles in 3 languages, including English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, translated into 50 languages, with over 1,000 titles, and has recently been recognized by the Asia Book of Records for holding these various records. Over 20 million copies of books and articles have been sold, read, and downloaded. The global initiatives include establishing the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. This just giving us a glimpse to some of the contributions from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Swamiji is revered as the most prolific and most viewed guru on the spiritual leader on the social media platforms as well, with over 10,000 hours of discourses and more than 1 billion views, followers on social media. Swamiji is the respected commentator of all sacred scriptures, including Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Astavakra Gita, Jain Sutras, and more. Swamiji is honored as the leader of Hinduism and the most awarded internationally recognized Hindu leader. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also acclaimed by the Mind, Body, Spirit magazine as one of the top 100 spiritually influential living personalities. The Sovereign Order of Kailasa, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and the Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora are working for global peace and to give superconscious breakthrough to the humanity. Swamiji is also the establisher of the largest Hindu university in the world with satellite campuses in 150 countries. Also, as the establisher of more than 1,000 Kailasa Enlightenment ecosystems. And the founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvanya Pitams. So now let us prepare to receive the divine blessings, initiation, darshan, satsang from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, reminding and inviting everyone to not only have an intention, not only have a desire, not only have things in your life you want to change, but empower yourself to take the action now, today, to have the transformation today. So please visit paramashivoham.org, enter the intention for whatever it is you want to manifest in your life, and to be there from December 9th to 29th for the biggest spiritual awakening of the year with the darshan initiations from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and reminder to join today and tomorrow and every day after this for Paramashivoham darshans that have already started from events.kailasa.org. Get your breakthrough today. Start seeing, being, living a completely new life from now. So blessings to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, with whatever intention you like to manifest, please visualize now that has already happened. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breathing. Breathe as slowly and deeply as you can. Connect with the intention you'd like to manifest and begin chanting Mahavakya intensely as we prepare to receive the darshan, initiation, a live satsang from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandeshwar Paramashiva Samarambam Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Srimahans, Mahans, Tanidar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, Nithyananda Yogam participants, Kalpatar Yoga participants, Hindu University students, Nithyananda E-Gurukul students, and all the Kailasa Vasis. I welcome all of you sitting with us through Nithyananda TV, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Enlightened app, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter, and two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Understand. Today's revelation from Kailasa. Life is for contributing. When you start contributing, intense life energy explodes in you. Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. Listen. Jiva means individual soul. Jagat means universe, including humanity and all the living beings, animals, living beings, sentient, or whatever you call as per the Western standard, non-living beings. In Hinduism, Stavara Jangama, everything is living. Means moving, non-moving. All of them are living. And before building the building, earth is worshipped as a living being. Vastu Purusha Santi means the earth, land on which the building is built is not geography for us. It is biology for Hindus. Understand? So Stavara Jangama, moving, non-moving, all put together is Jagat, universe. Ishvara, the ultimate. Paramashiva, Parameshwara, Paramburul, Parabrahmam, Paramapadanatha, Vishnu, all. You can give any name. The Parama, ultimate, is Ishvara. Listen. When Jiva feels its existence is to enrich the Jagat, Ishvara manifests through him. That's it. Listen. When Jiva feels he is here to contribute to Jagat, Ishvara manifests through Jiva. That's it. Listen carefully. Ishvara wants the auspicious goodness of Jagat. That is why he made it. He is playing. He is doing the Leela of this Jagat because he wants best things to manifest in the Jagat. So, anyone is in tune with Ishvara's Sangalpa, Shiva Sangalpa of enriching the Jagat, universe, he himself manifests through us. Listen. Hinduism is all about contributing. Either you read Vedas, or you read Agamas, or you read Tantra, or you read Puranas. It is all about contribution. That is why even in the war, so much of restriction and so much of righteousness even in the war. Understand? After thoroughly studying all the Hindu scriptures about life, death, war, administration, economy, law and order, social order, enlightenment, after thoroughly analyzing, understand? I don't want to say I have read all scriptures, but I have read enough scriptures to understand what I am talking. After reading all this, I am absolutely convinced Hinduism is all about life positive. Extremely life positive. Whether it is a simple acts you are expected to do, making rangoli with the rice powder outside your house, in front of your house, or applying marudani in your fingers, mehendi, or applying the turmeric powder for your face and kumkum early morning. Everything is all about life positivity. Life positive, life positive, life positive, life positive. Go on contributing, contributing, contributing. Not only minimum bare minimum, as low as possible, taking back from the Jagat, but giving as much as possible. Hinduism is all about that. That's it. I tell you. Why do you think Hindus are the richest ethnic community, not only in United States of America and Canada, Europe and Australia, almost all major countries all over the world? Hindus are the richest ethnic community. I tell you, because from the young age, the religion imbibes this contributing pattern. There will be always exemption that is different, but as a rule, anyone living Hindu, practicing Hindu, if he brings up a child in a practicing Hindu way, it'll all about contributing. I tell you, I am so happy. I had amazing examples of contributors in my life whom I can see and grow, and who taught me contributing makes Parameshwara manifest through you. I tell you. When I came out of Ramakrishna Mission, the first ashram I established, I named it after Ramakrishna Mission as Ramakrishna Dhyana Peetham, for my deep gratitude to Ramakrishna Mission that I learned how to do hard work. I never felt I was exploited, I was cheated, and I should start fighting against Ramakrishna Mission. No. I felt, oh God, how much they taught me to do hard work. A great opportunity I got to do hard work, sincere work. You can talk to any Ramakrishna Mission sadhu. They will tell one thing. Oh, Nithyananda, yes, he was our brahmachari. 24 hours he will be working. Workaholic fellow. That's what they remember. We have reminiscences from many of them. I feel extremely grateful that they have given me an opportunity to learn hardworking. Understand? I tell you. Contributors, wherever you go, you will enjoy life. All contributors will always have Lakshmi, and I tell you, future is for practicing Hindus. Because the truth is becoming authority all over the world. Understand? All over the world, the truth is becoming authority. One of the best thing I realized in my life, when I am seeing so much of attack on me, the truth I realized is I am making the truth more and more as authority, and it is spreading all over the world. That is why the anti-Hindu people are reacting so much. Understand? They may try to create a strategies. Oh, we are not anti-Hindu, we are only anti-Nithyananda. These are all anti-old strategy. AUNTY. They may create more strategies, but I tell you, I am establishing more and more truth as authority in every field. In the future, only contributors are going to survive. See, you can make fun of me, troll me for a few days when I said there is something more to E equal to MC square. When I make this kind of statements, like I am saying that zillions of universe rays exist for zillions of years and dissolve, get pulled out of delusion and gets liberated. All this happening now without time gap. You can troll me for a few days. But soon, scientists are going to become curious about what I am talking. And they are going to understand I am making sense. And they are going to understand I am really contributing to their thinking and furthering their researches and their new breakthroughs, discoveries to make world better living place. Understand? Once people start understanding I am contributing and I am establishing the truth as the authority, trolls will be trolled. Trolls are fools. They don't have history. The haters are losers. They are not going to be part of the history. Contributors are going to be part of the history. Understand? In every field, in the field of economy, 99% of energy should be contributing economy. Only 1% should be administration. Now, 80% of the people are trying to grab and administer. The bottom 20% people are getting destroyed, literally killed. and sucked, forced to contribute. Understand? The Hindu economy is all about contribution. 80% will be contributing. I tell you, all the attack on agriculture, the Hindu agriculture happening in India. Please understand, the Hindu agriculture is literally getting destroyed. I don't know who is going to save. If the Hindu agriculture is revived, the economy of the world will boom, because the Hindu economy is all about intense contribution.